Honorable dignitaries, learned delegates, respected teachers, and students present, a very warm good afternoon, everyone. It's my immense pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of an organizing committee of 3 days virtual International Conference on Mythology to Machine Learning, a transformation aeon in the realm of commerce and trade. Well, as Albert Einstein said, if we know what it was we were doing, it won't be called research, would it? So, it on occasion like this, we get opportunity to test our knowledge and understand it. We look forward to get an exposure about what the best brains think about. Prayer. One song can change a moment. One idea can change a world. One step can start a journey. But a prayer can change even the impossible. Today, we all are in a pandemic, and the only thing that connects us is a prayer and hope. So let's start this day by remembering our Almighty. Let's pray for our loved ones and also for the world's peace too. Prayer song, please. It was delightful. Clouds are the virtual imagination of a sky that look pleasant. Likewise, welcoming the gathering gives us a smile and happiness. So, to shower the smiles and happiness, here we have Miss A. Ruksha Begum, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, to welcome the gathering.
A warm afternoon to one and all. When great treats set, a goal broken down into steps becomes a plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. The strength, passion, and the patience to reach the stars to change the world belongs to those who believe in the beauty of attaining their dreams into reality. The untiring efforts, the strong determination, and the hard work of our blooming buds and our colleague is an outcome of this very big day. In this day, it's my honor to be have given the task of welcoming you all to this virtual international conference on the theme Mythology to Machine Learning, a Transformation Beyond in the Realm of Commerce and Trade. My first and foremost word of welcome goes to a person of simplicity, humbleness, and a versatile man in our midst today. So I welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. K. Murugdas, Head PG and Research Department of Commerce, Periyar Arts College, Kadlur, for being here today to inculcate deep thoughts, ideas, and insights within us. It's an honor to have you, sir. Welcome, sir. Be a woman that wakes up with a purpose to invest. Be that woman that shows up and never gives up. Be that woman that believes anything is possible and is willing to work for it. True to the words, we have such a woman who could motivate and support us in all the ways she can. My glad welcome to our Reverend Sister Sagayam, our Secretary of the College. Welcome, Sister. A true encouragement is the essence that's add flavor to the success. As a source of encouragement and support, having such a good human being with us has helped us to reach these heights. My warm welcome to Dr. Susila Devi, our principal of the college. Welcome, ma'am. As someone said, they succeed because they think they can. I'm taking this privilege of inviting Reverend Sister Maria HR, the person who resembles us, the meaning of persistence, determination, and hard work. It was her dream which has become the reality of today. We feel happier accompanied by your presence today. Welcome, Sister. I'm extremely delighted to welcome our HOD, Dr. S. Deepa, a woman who stand behind us in all our endeavors and encourage us to do more. Welcome, ma'am. I also like to present my word of welcome to the honorable judges from various countries who have acknowledged our encouragement to direct this conference for self-improvement, and a special word of welcome to my dear presenters who are here to discuss their research work on interesting topics to lighten you up. Welcome, girls. I also welcome my dear participants from various countries, teaching and non-teaching staffs of our college and our technical team, and each and everyone who have been the source of achievement of this huge initiative. With you all, this event takes on a special meaning. We have lined up to keep you engaged and make your dream fruitful. As Claude Lévi-Strauss said, the purpose of myth is to provide a logical model of overcoming a contradiction. Today, it's gonna be such a day. Have a nice day. Welcome, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Achievements seems to be connected with action. Successful women keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. So here comes a glimpse of our department accomplishments through a video. Video, please.
Kadalur, affiliated to Trivandrum University. The vision of our college is to provide liberal education to all and create a responsible citizen to our country. Our mission is to empower young women to the world with courage and commitments. Our motto is Learn, Light and Liberate. Department of Commerce welcomes you. Commerce, the lifeline of trade that builds the strength of every country with its wealth. And the vision of this Commerce Department is to stimulate the new ideas to the emerging trend in commerce and its mission is to give a worldwide point of view for social change for young women. This department started in 2015 and now emerges with 12 well experienced faculty members and achieved university rank in its first batch itself. The need for choosing commerce in this current situation is to adopt all the flexibility changes that arise in business world. The field of commerce streams you many benefits like accountancy, digital innovation, finance, marketing, etc. Here in our college, we offer BCom CA, BCom CS, BCom General, and Master of Commerce as PG course. The commerce streams you the job opportunities as you can see here with your skills and ability that optimize you. Our college also organizes seminars and at various topics to trigger the knowledge of our students. Our department conducts competitions and also make its students to actively participate in it. Our students have won in many intercollegiate competitions also. Here in our college, we organize cultural functions apart from the academic for exhibiting the talents of our students. Our department students have won university ranks in their academics. This pandemic, our college organized various courses in that multimedia paved a way for bringing out the hidden talent. IoT program, Internet of Things, made our students to use and access Internet. Web designing course introduced our students how to create an web page with text, audio and graphics. Mobile application course benefit our students how to access the mobile apps safely. Digital literacy course, a central government program, trained our students how to access the digital devices and usage of mobile banking. Diploma course in Transformational Leadership and Management in Education provides the students an idea how to use the artificial intelligence in teaching method. We are proud to announce that we started Diploma in Aviation course also. Our college recently organized a topic Wow Women webinar for making its students a wonderful women in future. Admissions are opened at our college that again opens its gate for making the students' life much more better in future. Think wisely and quickly reach our college campus for admission or visit our college official website given here. Thank you.
High achievements always take place in the framework as it happened now. Thank you, team, for making us take a pause and turn back and see a road of journey. And also, we know there's a long way to go. Thank you. Great things are not done by impulse, but a series of small things brought together. And here comes Dr. P. Deepa, head of the Department of Commerce, who has always been a pillar of support in all the endeavor, to state few words about our department.
Very good afternoon, one and all. With the blessings of Almighty, I am happy to welcome you all. As Ratna Tata has rightly said, quotes, all of us do not have equal talent, yet all of us have equal opportunity to develop our talent. This is my great pleasure to explain about my Department of Commerce. Was started in the year 2015 with 30 students. The following courses, inspection and the year of establishment was BCom in the year 2015, BCom CA in the year 2017, BCom CS in the year 2019 in UG stream, and MCom in the year 2018 in PG stream. Our department organizes various seminars, conferences, workshops in order to motivate the commerce students to get the employment opportunities. Henceforth, the department, apart from the classroom teaching, it molds the students through various academic and co-curricular activities. Under the department association, the banner of SICASU started in the year 2016. Therefore, at present strength of our department holds 620 students in UG and PG. The faculty of the commerce are specialized in various aspects of commerce and management, accounting, finance, marketing, human resource management, taxation, corporate law, business law, and international business. Additionally, the department emphasizes on the hands-on learning through the projects, internship, seminars, and workshops by the level of experts drawn from both academic and activities. I am also glad to announce our department students in past 3 years, to, to, 250 students in UG and 15 students in PG commerce graduated. And also I am happy to announce our department students got university rank in the first batch 2015-18. A. Jennifer got 10th rank, and third batch 2017-20. A. Lavanya got university first rank. This wonderful section, I announce that our department released our conference chapter editor volume book 1, the name Misconception and Varieties in the Domain of Business and Trade. Each day is a new day, which brings with itself new opportunity, new challenge, new thought, new aspirants. On such an inviting notes of gracious welcome our chief guest, Dr. K. Murugadas, as head and assistant professor in PG Research Department, Periyar Arts College. And also I welcome our chief patron, Reverend Sister Sahayame Nachatram, Secretary, Immaculate College, and patron Dr. M. Srishila Devi, Principal, ICW, and convener Reverend Sister Dr. Maria Sami, HR, Immaculate College. Our department staff members, presentation and participation students who attend in the current pandemic situation. Once again, I welcome you each and everyone for our conference.
Thank you, ma'am. When I stand before God at the end of my life, it would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left and could say, I used everything that you gave me. Yes, it took several months to plan this event and execute it successfully in this pandemic. And here comes the time to share all our students' tireless work through their presentation. All right, let's move on to the presentation. When it comes to business, you don't need to learn a new language. You just need to manage a communication tool, business communication, which is something more important in a firm. They discuss ideas, plan among the employees, and also with people in and out of the firm. Let's move deeper in this topic with the help of A. Lavanya. Commerce Department is so proud to share that she has been the university rank holder of the last academic year. I request A. Lavanya to share her presentation on an overview of business communication myth in Indian organization.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. First, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to my institution, Immaculate College for Women, for giving us this wonderful opportunity to present in this international conference. Thank you. So, let me introduce myself to you. I'm Lavanya A. of First MCOM and author of this paper. My co-authors are Kitana R. and Shivita K. And our topic is an overview of business communication myth in Indian organizations. So let's move on to the slides. So here you can see the table of contents that we are going to discuss in this presentation. So, introduction. So in this presentation, we are going to see the basic myths and reality that prevail in the Indian organization related to business communication, And we are also going to analyze those myths with the reality. So, our main objective for taking this topic is to know the basic myths that prevail in Indian organization. And moreover, what we think is that the quality of communication always shows the quality of an individual. That's why we take this as a topic for this presentation. So, before moving on to the myths and reality, we just want to know what is business communication and what is business communication myth. So, the father of business communication, I think you all know, that is W. Charles Redding. He is regarded as the father of business communication. So, many authors are saying that business communication is just a process of communicating the required business information to the concerned person in the desired format, and most probably it should contain the basic 7 C's, which includes clarity, correctness, concreteness, conciseness, and so on. And what is myth? We would have a doubt. So myth is nothing but it is an untrue statements. While collaborating the meaning of myth with the business communication, we can say that business communication myth refers to the meaning where it gives the conversation and additional information for making the conversation more interesting. That is why it is known as business communication myth. So now we are going to see the evaluation of Indian organizations at global reach. So according to the report of Huron Global 500 in the year January 2020, 11 organizations of India have been taken place in that. It releases top valuable 500 companies of the world. The main reason for the success of all these organizations in India is that the way how they handle the barrier and the way how they come across the myth means a lot. So, taking this as a base for our concept, we move on to the basic 7 myths that prevails in Indian organization. So, the first and foremost myth, what we are going to see is usage of different names and words. So, what they think is that if the name of the organization is different from others' company's name, then the name of the company will be fixed in the minds of the general public and so that they can reach the optimistic sales level. But in reality, what happens is that just the general public want to know the quality of the product they maintain. In short, we can say like this: if the name of the company is to be sustained in the market, then the quality of the product is to be maintained. That is why this is considered as a myth. In this way, the reality overcomes the myth here. So, the second myth, what we are going to see is trying to provide huge of information. So typically what happens here is that in the myth what prevails is that they provide more and more of information just for selling a single product. This is a myth. What they consider is that if they give this much of information, the consumers will get attracted to it and so that the prestigious value, that is the prestigious or goodwill of the company will increase. But in reality, what happens is that just the consumers or customers or audience, what they expect is that they want to know whether what they should do with the product and what they should not do with the product, because that is reasonable and that is enough for them regarding the product. This is how the reality lessens the myth in the second myth. Okay. And the third one, what we are going to see is usage of acronyms and buzzwords for advertisements. So acronyms and buzzwords are nothing but they are those words like idioms and phrases which could be understood by those who have already come across it or who have already read that. So what happens here in the myth prevails is that if the organization uses technical terms and some different words for providing information to the general public, they think that the public will think they are enough knowledgeable to serve them. But in reality, what the customers or public or audience, whoever expects is that they just want to know the skill of the employee in the organization and the level of satisfaction they derive from the product from that organization. So this is how the reality changes the myth. Say, for example, an HR is appreciating his employee and kudos of your performance. So literally that employee gets the doubt. What does it mean kudos? So you'll have a doubt. So this is a technical term which means I'm proud. So instead of saying I'm proud of your performance, he mentions in the technical term I'm kudos of your performance. So this is to be avoided because easy language and communication is necessary. And the fourth myth, what we are going to see is meeting situations are always constant. So what happens here is that meeting situations are always constant. Mainly this is emphasized for few organizations who are in their evaluationary stages. What happens is that they concentrate more on the structure of the organization and they concentrate more on other things. For very few meetings that happens in the first or second time, they arrange all the meetings in a similar manner. But in reality, all the meetings will be in a different nature, and so that the level of communication, the mode of communication, the paper submission, the report submission will be different. Say, for example, we are having board of directors meeting, shareholders meeting, debenture holders meeting, and so on. So all are different in nature. This meeting situations are always constant is emphasized here. Why? Because meetings are the place where important business decisions have been discussed. And so this is discussed here. And most probably after 2 or 3 meetings, all the organizations will come into a form. And the fifth myth, what we are going to see is that intellectual intelligence may lead to good communication. So, intellectual intelligence are those who are very good communicators of the organization. So, what happens is that the myth that arises in this topic is that they think that the intellectual intelligence or any other person who are in the organization thinks that they are the whole responsible for the success of the organization. This is the myth what they consider. But in reality, what happens is that intellectual intelligence or any other person or the reason or also the reason for the success of the organization. But we cannot adopt this in reality because for the success of each and every organization, the whole organizational workers and the coordinated effort they put is the responsible for the success of the organization. That is why this myth is considered as a very difficult one to adopt in reality. And so only this myth is to be trying to be avoided in all the organizations. And the sixth myth is organizational communication is one way. Not only the organizational entrepreneurs or whatever the employees or the general public, what they think is that organizational communication will be in one way. That is, information will be shared from top level to middle level and middle level to low level. This is what they know. But in reality, what happens is that again the communication returns back from low level to middle level and again middle level to top level in the form of queries, suggestions, ideas, and so on. So this is how the reality differs from myth. But in typically in Indian organization, they use two types of communication like hard communication and soft communication. The seventh myth is communication is a way to solve all the problems. So, what really happens here is that few people in the organization think that if they just start to speak up, all the problems in the organization can be solved. Say, for example, they even think that all the financial problem, investment decisions, all the financial crisis can be just solved only if they start to speak. But in reality, do you think that it will occur like that? Absolutely no. Communication acts just as a medium to solve all the problems, but it cannot be as a solution for all the problems. It's just a medium to solve all the problems by the usage of words they provide. That is why it is also considered as a myth. So these are the basic 7 myths that prevail in Indian organization. So here you're going to see the notable India's business development. Whether it's private or corporate doesn't matter. So the cotton of India has been regarded as the Kasturi cotton in the world market, and India ranks as the second largest producer in the world in the cotton production, and it provides livelihood for 6 million cotton farmers. And India ranks as the third largest producer of electricity in the world as per the report of International Energy Agency 2019. So what I'm going to say here is that it may be a private organization, it may be a government, it may be a public organization, whatever it may be. But the HR manager or entrepreneur who is responsible for the department should take care of the myth and reality they come across and the way how they handle those to reach success in future. That is why this has been mentioned here. And next, we are going to see the suggestion what I would like to give. The first suggestion, what would I like to give is that the importance of privacy policy. Whatever myth arises, whatever the communication changes in the future, the entrepreneur of the organization or the head of every department should be very consecutive in that they should provide privacy policy of all the employees, not only the employees but also the customer side of the organization. And Why? Because we take this myth as important. The entrepreneur should consider each and every myth they take in the organization and should make a change with it. So, by means of that myth, he can achieve a great success. Why? Because a small idea can open a very big gateway. So let me conclude by saying this: whatever myth arises in communication, whatever myth arises in business, it doesn't matter. But communication always acts as a key to open the locked door of ignorance. Even a single idea can change a man's very big status, that opens a very big business gateway to become a man from poor to rich. That is why the business communication myth or a single idea emphasizes very importantly. So I extend my heartfelt thanks for listening me this much patiently for those time. Thank you.
That was interesting. Thank you, Lavanya. Fine. Now let's think about the online facility. We can pay bill, book tickets, watch movies, read books, buy products, and the list goes on and on. And the biggest advantage is being a foodie like me, it's so easy to order foods. And of course, the transactions are made online, which is e-banking. Now we have M. Ritika, who is well known for her outstanding skills, and she's going to drive us into the presentation on advancement of e-banking with banking BOT, a mythical approach.
Welcome to Untitled Present here. I'm Ritika from the Department of Commerce from Immaculate College. My project title is Advancements of E-Banking with the Banking Bot, a Mythical Approach. Very warm welcome to Untitled Present here. I'm Ritika from the Department of Commerce from Immaculate College. My project title is Advancements of E-Banking with the Banking Bot, a Mythical Approach. There is a question that is, AI banking bot is going to be a future of banking. To know the reason behind this, we are going to see what is the evolution of banking. Let's see. Banks terms becomes in part our lives, from saving your money, booking online tickets, taking a loans and any other money related operations. Banks becomes bridge connector with the money. How suddenly come? Let's turn over the pages of bank history. The first banking system started in Italy. Italians used to take the commercial trade and transactions sitting on the bench. In Italian words, banco, The first one is bench. With many clients and customers are otherwise called Bangkok, and other will changes become bank. The traditional banking system was initiated through concept of saving deposit. When merchant travels all over the world, they needs a place to save their gold coins and where to store in the safety vaults. With the technology's advancements, whole banking process nowadays are fine, small, medium like computers and mobiles and etc. E-banking is available banking service through electronics media via internet. A customer may be performs bank transactions electronically without the brick and mortar institutions. Pros are internet bankings are it's a providing comfort and convenience to bank from anywhere 24 into 7. It's a cost effectively and save the time and save the money to bank through travel and save the paper by doing the online payments. Its effectively payments can be done instantaneously by the net, etc. Cons are internet bankings are their security is concerned as online bankings started by hackers. There needs a physical copies, sometimes tax authorities. The personal contacts with the bank's official, which comes and useful, right informations and financial advisors. Introductions. As users of mobiles, internet reach the great height the people hot. Banks becomes in part our lives. E-banking is nothing but is a artificial intelligence which we carried out throughout the electronics media. It is not time-to-time banking. It's available 24 into 7 and throughout the year. When you see that types of bankings, actually there is a three types. The very first type is informations about the products where only give to the customers, and second one is there is allowed to submit information through the application mode, and third type is allowed to fund transfer and bills payments and purchasing. Objectives of presentation is in main focus on how the banking bot used to clarify and being by user. It helps to use the chat with the bot and through there is still excellent kind of myth regarding these technologies. These presentations to them clear the doubts myth about the e-bankings by create the awareness. What is a banking bot? Banking bot is a nothing but is artificial intelligence which we use to additive user queries with the lesser time. Why to use? It helps you use chat with the bot, ask bank related questions to be solved. And then there is a no specified format for user. There is a different types of banks using the different spots, namely Mahendra Banks using IKEA year of launch in 2019 and State Bank of India using SIA Intelligent Assistant year of launch in 2017 and HDFC Banks using EVA Electronic Visual Assessment year of launch in 2017. Likewise, four basic operations which involve in the banks add beneficiaries, mini statement and balance enquirement and fund transfer. Say safer things because very first things ask about the link accounts and mobile registration numbers and OTP generate. And even the OTP generates we can know the details about the balance enquirement and fund transfer. Perspicacious approach of IoTs. Many research predict by the 2020s the 25 millions of IoTs will be placed, but not all the companies jump to the IoTs. Likewise, international data corporations we take so only 43% of bankers will be favor, and so repeated then 58.4% of strategical, 20% of transmission, and 5.6 is unimportant. Here's come the mythical approach. Through there is a development in banking, still people do not adapt it. Certain types of myth are still followed. The very first myth is no people to help you. We think of doing the online bankings, we do any kind of mistake. Actual reality is there is a 24 hours facilities for calling to clear the doubts and even offer the text message. And second one is bit confusing. Why do the transactions we think is so slow and so to be long and to be confused? Actual reality is bankers help with the chatbot to clarify the queries. And third myth is not awareness of banks. Without hearings about the banks, we blinded things it's not safer. Actual reality is we can search through the online, get ideas about the banks. And fourth one is does not prefer the online banking. By virtual bankings, we can do save the amount. For example, if you going any shopping, you can reduce the rate and save the amount through the visual process. Reality is we can save the same amount in online process to safer times and cost effectively. And fifth one is no parks available. We blindly living that parks are available in the physical banking. The truth is we get in parks in available in the saving the monies and you get the benefits. And sixth one is not easy to access monies. We think we cannot open the accounts in online, but only banking. So the truth is we can open the online also and get ideas about these banks. And reality is easy to transfer at funds anytime. And seventh one is not allowed to choose wisely. Due to the increase in the fraud cases, we now trust in doing the online bankings. Actual reality is nowadays the frauds are easily deleted and so safer we can open the reputed banks. Very last myth is slow process. While doing the online transactions, internet connections must be proper. Without the people's needs, we blind thinks that is a slow process. So choose the bank properties and know the details through the chatbots. Actual reality is when can use the quick transactions and good internet connections. As I give them my suggestion is, as we know e-banking becomes in future, we must create the awareness among the people to choose wisely. As now, seeing only 75% of people are adapted, concernly certain with remaining people to get use these advancements. So give them suggestions 70% of people are adapted to increase in the future 25% in the future. Let me conclude my presentation is as I've raised the questions, that is, AI is going to be a future of bankings. Yes, so definitely yes, because it's not only the future, even though we are using these technologies, and even makes the process easy through the bot, and among the people to clarify, give them reality of e-bankings, this bring hope to the people. Thank you everyone for taking my time to today here. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much.
That's nice. The advantage of online banking is that you can pay bills super fast and your account is automatically credited or debited for each deposit, and payment making it easier to stay on track. Thank you, Ms. Ritika. That was informative. All right, let's move on to the next presentation. I think artificial intelligence technologies make automated decisions based on data collection, data analysis, and additional observation of audience or economic trends that may impact marketing efforts. Let's discuss much more about this with one of my senior who is excellent in academics. That is none other than J.M. Kopika. I request Kopika to go on with the presentation on myth and reality of AI in marketing debunked.
Good afternoon, everyone presented here. I'm Gopika J.M., author of this paper. My co-authors are Kasirika M. and Rajastri R., and we are from Department of Commerce. My sincere gratitude to my institution for making me a part of this wonderful international conference. So let's get started. According to Mr. Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google, artificial intelligence is a co-transformative way by which we are rethinking how we are doing everything. So today I'm going to present the topic myths and realities of AI in marketing debunk because this is an artificial intelligence marketing era that people using AI in the daily life even without knowing about it. Let's move on to the introduction. Artificial intelligence is a category of technology, and this field of study has been around for decades, but recently become feasible to implement in various fields. AI marketing uses AI technologies to make automated decisions based on data collection, data analysis, and even economic trends that may impact marketing efforts in terms of speed. That's why it is called AI marketing era. Due to its increasing use cases and avant-garde advancement in the AI technologies, brings a lot of misconception, though so that is important research to research. Let's see agenda of its today presentation. I will concentrate on the following points. First of all, scope and methodology, history of AI, common terminologies used in AI, consumer perspicacity, and then myths and realities of AI, and then finally suggestions. Let's see scope and methodology of this presentation. The scope of the study involves analysis of the following two questions. Does misconceptions about AI in marketing restrict its usage in a wide range? What are the realities does AI applications makes a huge change in marketing practice? And the methodology that I use is to comprehend the meaning, history, and application of AI, and then analyze the myths revolve around AI marketing, and finally debugging those myths to reach facts of AI marketing. Let's see a brief history of AI marketing. The traces of ideologies of AI is found from the Greek mythology, in which Hephaestus, who is god of fire, depicted artificial beings through the invention of Talos as a game groomsman, which makes humans imagine about the artificially created intelligence. Again, in 1950, 1950, English mathematician Alan Turing wrote a landmark paper titled Computer Machinery and Intelligence. In that, he asked the question, can machines think? Further work came out of 1956 at Dartmouth Conference, which is sponsored by computer scientist John McCarthy. In the proposal for the workshop, he coined the term a study of artificial intelligence. Let's see common terminologies used in artificial intelligence. Before studying any field, it is prominent to know about terminologies involved in the particular field. So, artificial intelligence means stimulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. Further, AI is divided into two categories, weak AI and strong AI. In marketing, we use weak AI, which tends to be simple and single task oriented like personal assistants, while strong AI carries on tasks that are more complex and human like. Machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of AI, refers to the concept that computer programs can automatically learn from and adapt to new data without being assisted by humans. The three most common methods are supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Deep learning. Deep learning is a function of AI that imitates the workings of human brain in processing data and creating patterns for use in decision making. There are two types of neural networks, feed-forward network and feedback network. Natural language processing is a branch of AI that deals with the interaction between humans and computers using the natural language. It can read, decipher, understand, and make sense of the human languages. In short, natural language processing is equal to natural language understanding plus natural language generation. Let's see about consumer perspicacity. Because in marketing, it is prominent to know about the perception of consumers towards involvement of AI in marketing. According to global survey conducted by ARM and Northstar, that AI will make 1% of consumers believe that AI will make society better or much better, while 29% of consumers believe it will make society worse or much worse. From the same set of global respondents, we can come to a conclusion regarding the feelings of consumers from the following charts. 33% of consumers feeling optimistic, 30% of consumers feeling excited, 20% of consumers feeling enthusiastic, whereas on the contrary, 27% of consumers feeling concerned, 25% of consumers feeling unsure, and 9% of the consumers feeling confused about AI in marketing. Let's see myths and facts of AI in marketing. Even Gartner, which is a leading research and advisory company, announced that 70% of organizations will implement AI by 2021. Hence, AI will become the crucial element of the marketing strategies of the past and the present. So today, I aim to debunk around 10 myths and misconceptions involving AI and marketing. AI is a magic bullet. AI is a magic bullet for all our company's problem. This myth seems to be the belief of many people that simply implementing AI will instantly skyrocket the business. False. AI is not only a process but also a tool. Since AI systems need time to ingest company's data and key performance metrics in order to understand business problems. Next myth is AI is overrated. This is due to marketing with artificial intelligence. Does it sound fancy? That's the problem. The term is thrown around in marketing tool by marketing gurus and even hyped by the media. But the fact is AI is modest. The irony is, as much as the hype has overstated what AI might do in the next year, the reality of how AI is already used today in marketing is often under-recognized. For example, Amazon uses natural language processing for Alexa. The next myth is only big companies can use AI. Only large companies have the capability to incorporate AI. But the fact is, any company can make use of AI. It is all about utilizing technologies to meet your business needs and eliminate obstacles which prevent from achieving higher profit. Businesses of any size can benefit from incorporating AI. The next myth is implementation is too complicated. This is due to artificial development resolution appear to be terminologically scientific and complicated. This insulation recommends that just a modern tech organization like Google, with an extended team of experts and $1 billion budget, can pay for implementing AI. But the fact is, it is easy to implement. There is a lot of smart tools existing for an enormous variety of organizations which can be utilized to implement AI in the business procedure. The next myth is need of technical background. This misconception is largely based on the implication that since AI is itself a complicated technology, so we must need data scientists and developers to make it work. But the reality is understanding and strategies matter. With an advanced AI-enabled marketing platform, the machines does the heavy lifting, hence freeing the marketers to refocus on strategies item so you don't need a technical background to work for. The next myth is AI will take marketers' job. Some teams don't want to begin AI initiative as they fear it will cause the next industrial evaluation and they will be out of a job. This naturally causes sort of resistance, but the reality is AI assists in the work. AI and human needs each other. Your job will change from executing repetitive tasks to teaching AI to do those tasks for you. So AI assists in the work. The next myth is AI can do anything. Some marketers think that AI is plug and play. If they just find the right algorithm, everything happens like a magic, and AI will run their marketing. But the reality is, AI cannot do anything. As established in previous point, it needs human hand and brain behind it. And also, it only perform one task at a time because in marketing we use narrow AI. That's why it cannot do anything. Next myth is still at early stage and has not practical applications. AI is still in the early stage and does not have a practical place in the business just yet. The reality is, AI has actually been around for decades. As we know, John McCarthy wrote a proposal on the subject matter back in the mid 1950s. So, this concept is not new to marketers and it is evolving in the top of the advancement and potential of AI marketing. The next myth is only human create effective copywriting. Writing is usually impresses people and copywriters knows very well about it. For a good copywriting, you need width, sensibility, and empathy. But the reality is AI copywriting is better than that, and the standard one. And it's also better in recognizing context, understand the written intent context. For example, we can use Grammarly for reviewing and editing our document. The next myth is AI is objective and infallible. AI systems are believed to be highly objective in case you are using AI tool for research and marketing strategies. But the reality is AI is not 100% perfect. Data scientists working on the system may intentionally or unintentionally induce biases based on the preferences. This is said as perfectly normal because AI is a function of error reduction and enhance consumer experience, but AI is not 100% perfect. Projections. As we analyzed on the studies, we came to know due to unclear myths, both marketers and consumers hesitate, even skeptical to implement AI and get benefit from its application. And what's the process? In order to get clear understanding of the workings, one should try to make use of AI in their operation. By doing so, they can arrive at facts rather than baseless myths. The suggestion we provide is AI provide net positive benefits to both marketers and consumers. This can be achieved through data literacy. Data literacy is must in every organization. Let's go to the last part of this presentation, conclusion. According to the scope of the study, there's misconception about in AI marketing resistance is within a wide range. Yes, as we've seen that myths are the fake thoughts which are created by doubters, also makes the people hesitate to make use of AI in marketing. So is actually resistance is used in a wide range. Next question is, what are the facts that make a huge change in AI marketing practices? At the same time, When we clear those unclear myths, it makes a clear understanding of the workings of AM in marketing in the minds of the people. Hence, facts over fake ideas does make huge changes in AA marketing practices. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity for presenting myself. And once again, thank you for your patient listening. Are there any questions?
Yeah. Our intelligence is what makes us human, and AI is an extension of that quality. That's so impressive. Thank you, Ms. Gopika. Guess what? The next is Bitcoins. Bitcoins is not a currency for a government. It is a global currency for the people. Bitcoin is a computer file which is stored in a digital wallet. We can share them too. Bitcoins plays a great role and it's going to change our life. In short, Bitcoins are going to be the future. So let me pick some notes too. We have P. Priyadashni and A. Miduna. They have outstanding skills and amazing investment knowledge. Now I request Ms. Priyadashni and Ms. Miduna to present their presentation on a study on Batter to Bitcoins, an introduction to cryptocurrency.
Good afternoon, everyone who are all presented here. Now, I welcome you all to my presentation. First of all, my sincere thanks to Honorable Sister HOD Ma'am and beloved staff members. Let me introduce myself to you. I am Priyadashni and my co-author is Mithuna. We are from 3rd BCom, Department of Commerce, Immaculate College for Women, Cuddalore. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to talk to you about a study on the barter to bitcoins and introduction to cryptocurrency. Let's see the introduction. Money. What is meant by money? It is often called to be a measure of value and a medium of exchange. It has become a critical element of economy. Can we imagine a world without money now? If absolutely it's impossible. Money plays a very important role in human life and it is an essential need for a human in day-to-day life. Let's see the objectives. In this presentation, we examine the evolution of money from barter to bitcoins and to examine the concept of bitcoins and their advantage and disadvantages. Let's see the evolution of money. First of all, I would like to give an overview of evolution of money from barter to bitcoins. Money is the most important invention of modern times and it has undergone a long process for historical evolution. It starts with barter system, commodity money, metallic money, paper money, plastic money, and then finally cryptocurrency. Let's see a barter system. Barter system is the old method of exchange. Barter system was established under 6000 BC years ago. In this method, the system was directly exchange of goods and services, but it was difficult to determine the exchange value of a commodities. Let's see the example for barter system. A fruit seller needs some fish. So what does he do? He goes to the fisherman and makes an exchange with him. He gives the fisherman some fruits, and in return, the fisherman gives the fruit seller some fish. Then they might be used a commodity money. Many of the problems are listed above in barter system or solvable by using a widely consumed a commodity money. Commodity were exchanged for some other commodities. Commodity money was established under 2500 BC years ago. Different places has different commodities that people used as a money. Some examples being cattle in India, salt in Rome, tobacco in Virginia, rice in Carolina, cowrie shells in Africa, tea in Mongolia, and then sugar in Brazil. Then they might be used as metallic money. Metals have been used as a money throughout the history of a Stone Age. Metallic money was established under 2000 BC years ago. Metals like gold, silver, iron, and copper coins can be used as a money. Each metals have a fixed value and a fixed weight. Eventually, humans learned to dig deeper and found an metal ores. Then they might be used as paper money. Paper money was easy to store, easy to transport, easy to carry, and easily divisible into small units. And it was not perishable. Paper money is a currency was established under the year 1861. Then fiat money has been introduced. Fiat money is a currency was established under the government regulation. It was signed by RBI. Then they might be used as plastic money. Storing all these paper notes in a home is so risky. So now we have this bank card. We can keep our money in the small plastic cards. For example, like debit card and credit card. Then finally, cryptocurrency.
A crypto means a secret and currency means a money. It has the lots of secret behind of it. So thus this is a digital money like Google Pay, Paytm, etc. After the changes of the bank, they had decided to establish the digital transaction all over the world. Cryptocurrency is not covered by the government and also runs by the private person and does not falls under the RBI. We would not pay any commission for the bank. The people take off it like social media concept. The world anybody can publish anything they want. They can see it and also know about it. So these are being covered by the cryptocurrency. So next we move on to the some of the major types of cryptocurrency. It starts from the Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Zcash, and then Ripple and Monero. These six are known as the major types of cryptocurrency that been covered by it and also been explained. So next we move on to my favorite part is Bitcoin. Consider this is an alternative investment option, but returns more than the fixed deposit and bonus, gold and mutual funds. I'm going to tell about how to invest in a Bitcoin. It's as much easier. You want to solve one max problem for one Bitcoin. And also the minimum of tool is acquire 10, the maximum is etc. So one Bitcoin rate is compared to an Indian rupee means it was 25 to 30 lakhs. Compared to an American dollar, it was $2,300. All over the world, it was 21 of Bitcoin is running. So next we move on to the advantages parts and see it. User autonomy, discretion, peer-to-peer focus, accessibility, elimination of banking fees, and mobile payment. So every advantages, there would be and disadvantages. So let's see about it. Wallets can be lost. Risk of unknown technical plans. The Bitcoin value is fluctuated. The Bitcoin are not readily accepted. And no buyer protection. These are known as the disadvantages would be covered by the Bitcoin. So next we move on to the conclusion part and see how the money plays. The money starts from the barter system and ends with the cryptocurrency. The money has taken many forms in this evaluation period, starting from the Stone Age of coins using now digital currencies. All over the world, all sectors and series become digitalized. India is a developing country. India is making an internet banking for the payment and also for it. So it's been easy for a comfortable way of money payment. So even through a digital currency, the money plays a role in the current century. So I'm very proud the digital transaction would be reached in the rural areas. India is a developing country. Sure, it makes some changes in India. Thank you everyone for giving us an amazing opportunity.
Wow, that's amazing. I think I need to add them in my bucket list. Anyways, thank you, Priyadarshini and Miduna. Well, the next is something which is already in my bucket list, which is none other than the stock market. It is a place where a lot of exchanges happens, like buying stock, selling, and a lot more. We have Dee Abarna here, who is going to briefly explain about a perceptual approach towards stock market investing, myths and reality.
Good afternoon and all present here. Myself Abarna from the Department of Commerce, and I'm here to present my paper, A Perceptual Approach Towards Stock Market Investing, Myths and Reality. So, there is always a common question that why people hesitate to invest in stock market, though stock market is one of the best trading and investment platform. This is a common question which runs in all our minds, but we haven't found a solution for it. Here, together we will find a solution for this in the upcoming slides. So, before debating on what is stock market and its myth and reality, you need to know about what is stock market, how to invest in it, and why people ignore this stock market. Only after knowing all this, it will give you a clear idea related to this topic. Let me precisely explain you all of this in the upcoming slides. So before getting into it, let me explain the objectives of my paper. The main objective of my paper is to let people know about stock market and make them analyze it is an easy money yielding method. So what is stock market? It is a place where buying and selling of shares of the company takes place. We all know that all the companies do not have enough capital to do their business. So in order to raise funds, they sell the shares of the company to general public, thereby they get their required capital. So the capital raising process is done by the stock market for the companies. So, how this stock or shares come to the end investor is through market segment, that is primary and secondary market. In primary market, the company sells shares through initial public offering. In secondary market, the shares of the company are sold to the end investors and traders. Here, the company do not participate in these transactions. So, what is stock exchange? It is an intermediary person between the company and the stock investors. In India, Bombay Stock Exchange and the National Stock Exchange of India stand top among all the other stock exchanges, and each of them hold 30 to 50 companies under it. So let me go to the main theme of my paper, why people ignore stock market. Some of the reasons are doesn't have knowledge, some has the fear to lose in it, and some lack interest to invest in it. But the majority reason behind it is, even though people know about stock market and its function, they still believe the myths built on it. So these myths created on stock market drags people back from investing in it. These are some of the myths and reality about stock market. Here, I have differentiated the myths with reality so that people can understand why I am saying that stock market is no more a myth. Stock market is gambling. No, stock market is not gambling. This myth is believed by people since most movies and cinematic works portrayed stock market in such a way. But the reality is it is a real game where you see real profit in your hands. Stock market is too complex to use. No, stock market is not a complex thing. It just needs a normal person with some basic knowledge about it. When you know things about stock market, you will definitely start investing in it. It needs loads of money. You don't need bunch of money to invest in stock market. Even a meager amount of money is enough to enter into stock market. And also nowadays many facilities have come to invest with less money, and also so many apps like Upstocks have come. You can start investing in it with less money. It takes too much time to invest in it. No, not all stocks take too much time. Every stock is unique, and all you need is some patience to learn and earn in it. Follow your instincts. Following your instincts while doing stock market investment will not help you, as following your instinct will not work in all time. So, while you have decided to invest in stock market, you should follow the stock index. Only then you can keep track on the right profit making company. Low price means low profit. We have all believed that when any product price is low, then its quality will also be low. But in stock market, it is not like that. Every stock yields you a reasonable profit. So you need not be worried about its price, since every stock is unique and they are going to give you a certain amount of profit. It's only for rich. This myth is believed by people all these years and even now. It is not so, because nowadays both the class of people has enough money in their pocket to make an investment. All you need is some confidence and self-guard before entering into stock market. Rich companies make more profit. No more bias nowadays on rich and poor. All the companies yields a good amount of profit. As I said before, even so many apps are helping people in teaching and also making investment with less amount of money in stock market. Follow news. News alone is not enough to invest in stock market, since in news you don't get a regular data on everything. So you need to keep track on the stock index. Only stock index will give you the correct price of the stock regularly. Age, gender, education. These qualifications are needed in any field, so as in stock market also. In stock market, you don't need any particular qualification to enter into stock market. All you need is some hard work, smart work, and some guidance to enter into stock market. These are some of the myths I compared with reality. Here I have provided some of the solutions to overcome these myths. First, we need to teach people about stock market, since many haven't got the knowledge about stock market. Also, people, rather than believing the myths blindly, they need to learn about the facts. And also, schools, colleges, universities should teach students stock market practically, since nowadays students know about stock market theoretically, but when it comes to practical knowledge they lag on it. Since the students or the next generation, they need to know about the investment options available to them. It will be helpful if a trial section can on stock market made. So, what I conclude here is a trial section and the knowledge can be provided to the next generation and also the present people. So, what I conclude here is, as many people don't know about market, an awareness can be made to them. By teaching people about stock market and making them think clear about it, I strongly believe that stock market will be the most used investment method in India also in the near future. And also, successful investing is all about taking calculated risk and reducing to a simple set of rules rather than complicating the process. Even Warren Buffett, the father of stock market, said that it is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. So, All you need is some patience, some knowledge, and some money to make a stock market investment. I hope my solutions reach you. Learn a lot, think great, and invest wise. Once again, I would like to thank my staff members, sister, and the faculty for providing us this great opportunity. Thank you.
Isn't it mesmerizing? Really, it's a perfect investment. In many ways, the stock market is like the weather, in that if you don't like the current situation, all you have to do is wait for a while. Thank you, Ms. Diabarna. Define goal, take action, stay focused, expect success and nothing less. With this motivation, let's move on to the next one. Entrepreneur. Everyone in this world have some interest on this. They are the one who create new business, bearing most of the risk and enjoying most of the rewards. Why not? Even I want to be an entrepreneur and I hope to be one. All right. We have T. Anuragini who have good skills and things out of the box. I request T. Anuragini to share her presentation on myth on women entrepreneurs.
Good afternoon to everyone who's watching, and I hope all of you are doing great and staying safe. I would like to thank the management and staff for giving me this opportunity. Today, I am here to present on the topic Myth of Women Entrepreneurs, and my name is R. Anuragini from Immaculate College Women studying final year BCom. The contents, now let's get into the PPT. The contents are introduction, 13 myths, and conclusion. Now, the introduction. Basically, women entrepreneurs are described as females who own more than 51% of shares in the company. The company may be a startup or an acquired company too. So now let's look into the myths. The first myth is you won't have a life outside the home or office. Women can handle both the lives equally and have scheduled and smooth running personal and work life. In the beginning, they may seem to struggle, but at the end, they are a pro at handling both the lives. Now let's look at the second myth. Myth 2. You need to act like a man to succeed. Women can still have their own feminine touch and still succeed in their business. They may need to act tough while facing hurdles, but acting like a man isn't really necessary. Now for the third myth. You will always be stuck with a small business. We cannot say less of a small business. Why? Because in the current scenario and generally, more than a big business, small business have minimum risk and stabilized profit. Also, small business are promoted and hence being turned into a big business. Now let's look at the next myth. Myth 4. You're too young or too old to do it. We can never show age as a barrier to a person who has ideas and motivation to do something. So, if you have a feasible idea and the right guidance with the right motivation, any time is the right time to succeed. Now, for the fifth myth. Women can handle only small time, homely businesses. Women were restricted to homely businesses, but they are more capable than handling only a small business. Now, small businesses like pickle making, spice making, and handicrafts are growing and treated as a big business too. Now, for the sixth myth. Women need to follow men to be accepted in the business world. The business world generally doesn't hold any sexist politics. It accepts and embraces anyone with the idea and motivation to win. Yes, there will be competitions, but the fittest wins. Example, Michelle Obama. Though her husband was the president, she continued on her work of writing, oratorship, and being a lawyer. Now for the next myth. Myth 7. Women aren't headstrong. Women are headstrong because by the time they are an entrepreneur, they must have faced lots of struggles and hurdles. Hence, they are stronger than men. For example, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah faced lots of struggles as a female host, but she stood strong and succeeded. The next myth is myth 8. Women with kids will not have time to meet leadership obligations. The current situation has proven that we can bring home the work. Women with kids can work at home looking after the infants and still works simultaneously and also meet their obligations. Now for the next myth. Myth 9. Women are bad at negotiating. This myth is absurd because mothers are natural born negotiators. They may hear a price from the vendors and they will bargain with the vendor until they have brought down the price to their liking. Now for the next myth. Myth 10. Women are bad at calculating. Women are natural born calculators by practice, as they can handle all the grocery and essential bills of the house. They have adapted into mind calculating. Now for the next myth. Myth 11. Women aren't meant to be entrepreneurs. We shouldn't say someone isn't capable of something without actually knowing their whole potential. Anyone can become an entrepreneur. All you need is courage to take risk and a great idea, required amount of money, and an open mind. The best examples are Suchi Mukherjee of LimeRoad and Indra Nooyi of PepsiCo. Myth 12. Women executives are not supportive of other women. Female executives are supportive of other females and are keen on helping them grow because, as a woman, they can feel the struggle and barriers the other females have faced to reach where they are today. Now, for the final myth. Things are changing. It won't be long before women catch up with men. Women have already caught up with men. The current situation shows us that women have already exceeded men in the business world. How? Well, they have mastered the art of multitasking. Women who run small businesses and who work for firms have worked since the beginning due to their personal affairs. When men find it easy to do so today, women look at it like a piece of cake. Now, for the conclusion. So let me tell you a few basic points to help you become an entrepreneur. Firstly, learn to speak for yourself. Learn to voice out what you want. Learn to tell people what you want. Do not let anyone speak on your behalf. Next is liberate yourself from family affairs. Even if you are married or not, learn to divide work among your family. Do not burden yourself with too many personal affairs and work on what you want. Next is educate yourself on the world happenings. Literacy isn't enough. You should also have knowledge of what is going on around you. You should be able to know why that incident is happening and why that incident isn't. You should be open to ideas and flaws in the existing ideas too. Next is find motivation and a motivator. You should have the courage to apply your ideas practically and be motivated enough to believe in yourself and whatever happens. And your motivator should also be in your side when if or whether the plan goes south. Finally, never back down. Learn to accept bad comments too. The world runs on both positive and negative energy. We should never expect only positivity and come our way. We should also learn to convert the negativity into something positive and make the best out of it. Now, I conclude my presentation with a hearty thanks and a memorable event. Thank you.
Don't you dare underestimate the power of your own instinct. That's really motivating. Thank you, Ms. R. Anuragini. Well, we're at the end of the presentation. Good job, guys. Now let's think about books. Books are the plane, and the train, and the road, they are the destination, and the journey, they are home. In this auspicious day, we are so happy to launch our new book, Volume 1, Misconceptions and Veracities in the Domain of Business and Trade. I request Ms. Anita, Department of Commerce, to pass on some words about our new book.
So, good afternoon to one and all present here. It's appealing to see such a big virtual crowd today. Thank you for supporting this event. I'm Ms. Anita A, Assistant Professor from Department of Commerce. I'm in the state of ecstasy to spread the word of appreciation to all my dear students and staffs for their backbreaking work in this journey of anthologizing our edited volume book for the past 2 months. Hit the rock to find the sculpture. Yes. True to this word, each and every member involved in this tireless process of book publication has moved out of their comfort zone and has hit themselves hard and have reached the point where they are now. The time and effort you have put in just amazing. You, professor, not only motivated our students, but pushed them to give their all at work. Great job, my team. I would also share my words of gratitude to all my conference committee members for coming up with this idea and marking the history. Thank you, team. It's price you pay for what you're going to get. There are no secrets to success. It is a result of preparation, hard work, and determination. After putting all our efforts for past 2 months, here comes the time to reveal our accomplishment. Without any further delay, we are fortunate to release our edited volume book on the topic Misconception and Veracity in the Domain of Business and Trade. Here we go.
Thank you, ma'am. To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. Now, I request Dr. K. Murugadas to share some words.
Good afternoon to all. It is an amazing situation. I got an opportunity to join part of this international conference organized by Immaculate College. I thank God for this opportunity given to me. Kadalur district blessed with many educational institutions for the benefit of young people to enlighten their knowledge. But in the year 2014, Immaculate Sisters entered into the Arts and Science College Education Service with a vision and mission of liberal education for all and promotion of responsible citizenship and effective social changes, and to empower young women. It's the most important thing. Empower young women to face challenges of modern culture and society with courage and commitment. They proved the mission is going to be achieved in a right way. As stated in the mission, the college is taking steps every year in a multi-dimensional way. In this year, under the guidance of Secretary and in a special way, Reverend Sister Dr. Maria Swami, HR, they are taking effort to present such a wonderful seminar or conference to enlighten, to bring the inner talent of the students. It is a very good situation. At this situation, it's a wonderful effort. I thank everyone for this wonderful idea and other things. I know what are the efforts behind this. Everyone presenting paper in a wonderful way. They are actors. There are so many directors behind everyone. It is worthwhile to learn many things. The title is of machine learning. Almost at this pandemic situation, almost all the sectors have been adversely affected. Domestic demand export sharply dropped. Education sector is not exempt to this. One report says 40% of the students are dropped out due to online education, for want of mobile and internet facilities. But institutions like Immaculate College now taking effort by extending wonderful platform for students to encourage them by organizing programs like this. The involvement of students is also appreciable, and their involvement and method of presentation, the teachers' cooperation, everything in a very good manner and well organized. It shows their academic interest and confidence in their service. It may be noted in carrying regular academic work at this COVID-19 situation, machines only help us to achieve the goal to some extent only. All the students morning to evening engage with some gadgets, that is the instruments like in laptops and other things to learn. Machine learning is first used by multinational organizations only, such as Facebook, Google, and Amazon. Google used the machine learning only for advertisements, Facebook for post feedback. However, there are a lot of myths behind the learning impacts. Machine learning can be used anywhere. They are saying anywhere it can be used. Is it possible or not? It needs very good platform of internet facilities. So organizing good facility to get machine learning anywhere, it needs huge investment. So spending high amount for a low amount of service is too difficult in countries like us. So machine learning is developing now. And second one, it may be noted that vast knowledge is needed in operating various gadgets. That is, even mobile, it has to need some technical knowledge to operate. One should have to develop the knowledge, learning skill, can only use all the gadgets effectively. So it needs complex and challenging concepts in machine learning and so on. So at this machine learning concept is a wider one, but taking effort is appreciable. And what is the role in machine learning in the trade and commerce? When you enter into the trade, digital transformation and business dynamics. Digital transformation is a set of process, tools, methodology used by business to optimize their operational activities, such as offering different services, increasing the performance, expanding their reach. In all the industries need some form of digital transformation. More than a concept, digital transformation is a dynamic movement. It attracts organizations looking for review process, innovate and gain competitiveness with the help of technology. Artificial intelligence is a critical strategy factor for business and extend their impact. Most important, there is a small difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning. It may be not artificial intelligence is, I think it is related to computer vision and natural language process area. But machine learning is related to using statistics and data predictions. Both need the human efforts for their effective performance. So how it works in entrepreneurship? So business dynamics and entrepreneurship is another important point we have to kept in mind. The digital transformation will be important changes in lasting implication of business dynamism. It will create new entrepreneurship. While presenting women entrepreneurship, one last candidate presented 13 myths of women entrepreneur. Women entrepreneur at the presentation, there are 13 myths are presented. Some myths are nowadays overcome. There are so many other things also there. So business dynamism, it will create new entrepreneurial activities. So and many lower barriers to entry in someone. However, it may have to negative impact such as opening gap between those firms who can gain market and share and those who cannot. It's the most important. And digital intensive sectors, especially digital intensive services, are on average more dynamics than other sectors of the economy, exhibiting higher entry rates and higher job reallocation rates. At this pandemic situation, arranging seminars like this and involving the people to present the paper and innovative topics is another important tedious work handled by all the staff members. In case of business communication, first candidate president overview of business communication myths in Indian organization. It's a very good points are exhibited. But instead of business communication, it can be a corporate communication. Then all the points are related to corporate communication and corporate arrangements. So it can be added some word instead of business. The corporate communication, instead of corporate business communication, corporate communication can be added. Then innovation, business dynamism has been declining nowadays. Declining in a faster rate in a digital intensive sectors during the pandemic period. Business dynamism, it's a declining trend. So innovation agencies argued that innovation is necessary. That is the most important. Innovation agencies need more innovations. Now it is declining. So it is necessary to sustain the competitiveness. However, the means of value creation today is changed significantly. Value creation is all about creating ecosystem and encourage changes. Presenting the Canadian perspective, science and economic development stressed that the mix of policy tools has an impact on innovation and competitiveness. The role of government is to all together different sectors in the economy working together in the industrial leaders. From a business perspective, highlight the need of minimum viable ecosystem. Minimum viable ecosystem composed of growth of accelerate. At this point, countries need to create innovative hubs as well as public and private sandboxes, etc. Now, whatever maybe the form of business, every business needs some e-commerce tools. It can be implemented even in education institutions. First one, e-commerce platform. Every institution or every business institution must possess very good, strong e-commerce platform, which need higher amount of investment. But once we are invested, we can develop all those things. So first, whatever the business form of business or organization type that at this situation they need strong e-commerce platform. Then second one, digital payment process system. Digital payments are in most of the colleges and business houses not yet developed. Everywhere they are asking money to pay. They are not accepting even cards. Some business peoples are there. They are also demand. Now we are speaking with digital marketing and digital e-banking and all those things. But our people still in the historical aspects. So digital payment system has to be implemented in all the places. Then e-marketing platform, third one, e-marketing platform is essential. When a student is absent in the class, he must be able to understand what are things discussed in the last class with the help of many things, with the help of e-bank, with the help of mail services or e-mode of videos and other things. So e-marketing platform has to be arranged. Advanced analytical and tracking, integrated shopping services, social media management solution, and lastly, customer relationship management to help all other. The customer relationship management is also essential. I don't want to take much time. By seeing all the efforts taken by the college, I have to congratulate the secretary for this wonderful effort and HR madam, sister, for this effort, all the faculty members. After their students, I came to a conclusion that all the students has the knowledge in that area selected. There are wonderful presentations are made. It is a time to appreciate all the faculty members of the department for involving them in the seminar. The effort taken by the faculty members are important for the future betterment of students and for well-being of the college. And my special appreciation to the college management for organizing such wonderful program at this pandemic situation. I hope it is the only women college taking innovative step in our district to organize such a big conference for the welfare of the student and faculty member is notable. It is my special appeal to all the students to make this opportunity. As a woman, as student, you have to continue your study at the maximum level. You can join PG in the same institution and laying pathway for success in your life. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. That was an inspiring speech. As John F. Kennedy said, we must find time to stop and thank the people who make a difference in our life. Next, I call upon Ms. Vijaya Kumari, Department of Commerce, to deliver the oath of thanks.
Good evening to everyone present here. It's such an honor for me to get an opportunity to thank all the dignitaries on behalf of Immaculate family. I extend a warm welcome to people in gathering. I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates of the conference for their presence and contribution to make this conference a great success. Let me first of all start by giving a glory to the Almighty of God for making today's occasion. I thank our special guest, Dr. Murugadas, Head, PG and Research Department of Commerce, Periyar Arts College, Kadalur, to take out his valuable time from busy schedule to grace the event. Thank you, sir. My special words of gratitude to our Reverend Sister Sagayam, Secretary of the College, a woman of wisdom who inspires us to do great things. Thank you for your support and encouragement, sister. I would also like to thank our principal, Dr. Shushila Devi ma'am, who is always there, encourage, guide, and support us. Thank you, ma'am. I also want to thank Reverend Sister Dr. Maria Sami, HO of our college, for her dedication and who is well aware of the task and very concerned about the result. Thank you, Sister. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. Deepa, Head of the Department of Commerce, and the faculties for their valuable guidance and encouragement. I thank all the invitees present here accepting our invitation. I would like to extend my word of appreciation to my dear students, Ms. Niveta, Ms. Charu Niveta, Ms. Jeshia, Ms. Jaishia, and Yokeshwari for creating such a wonderful videos which has displayed throughout their event. Thank you, girls. My big thanks to technical team for their awesome job. Last but not least, I thank my students for your cooperation in making this function as a successful manner. Once again, I thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. Now, I welcome our Dr. P. Ramanathan, editor and allied academic publisher, assistant professor in PG and Research Department of Chemistry, Thandai Hans and Raw Ever College of Arts and Science, Perambalur, to give us words of wisdom.
My dear students, good afternoon to all. Really, this is one of the memorable day. One day, Lacey ma'am was called for me. She was telling me, we are going to conduct the international conference. Just I booked for the only member in the conference, but still something, any problem, I not know. So one day, another one day called me, sir, accepted my invitation. You can assign for the chief guest. I accepted for this sessions. Not accept this much. Really, I enjoyed this presentation, morning UG student presentations. The nice preparation for all the 4 members have done in the perfect manner. This preparation is amazing and animated work is fantastic. The 4 members, the 4 works in the various field for outer space and nanomaterials and ozones, as well as the arsenic metals. Sorry. So the Jayadarsani tell the how the astronauts respiration in the outer space. This is new thing. Participants, some of them did not know about the what will happen in the outer space. Did you know for the recent film for the Tick Tick Tick, Jayam, actor Jayam Ravi? So one of the fantastic film. So in the outer space, the oxygen is very important. In the pandemic period is also is not for the outer space, also for the here is also one of the important for oxygen. So the Jayadarsani is explained for the water, hydrolysis of water. What will happen? Sorry, electrolysis of water. What will happen? The H2O molecules is spread out the hydrogen and O2, oxygen gas in the outer space. So excellent work. Next, the Jerlin Jessie, she is discussed about the poisons of arsenic metals. Some of the metals is advantages for in the human health as well as for the environmentals. But the arsenic is combination of the inorganic compounds or organic compounds. Some organic combination arsenic compounds is given in the good for in the human health. Some of the combination is harmful for the human health. She is explained very clearly. Thank you for Jerlin Jessie. Next one is the Kirtika has discussed about the nanoparticles. Like the nanoparticle is various type of nanoparticle is there in the field. She is only talk about the CNT, single walled and multi-walled nanotubes. It is a fantastic field one. Nowadays, they found in the electronics and material science, energy management, chemical processing in many other field due to their higher in the strength. So the without nano is nothing but my life. So excellent work for the Kirtiga, and the presentation is also very good. Thank you. As well as for the Rajapriya has told about the ozone layer, its formation. This is the old work. All work is all four members deliver the old work, but newly social relevant applications is tell the somebody's. For example, Kirtika as well as the Jayadarsini tell the social applications about all the topics relevant to the students or study in the performance about their level. So I should appreciate all all of you appreciation is fundamentally about the relationship and human connections. It gives a bounce in your step and energy to readable your effort. So my dear students, go ahead your thought, implement more new thing in your education as well as in your life, and always keep your entire life. So I thank to all the staff members of chemistry departments. So and thanks for Mrs. Leslie Josephine Madam, HOD Head of the Department, and Maria Sagayam Mary Madam. Thank you for one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational speech. Thank you all for sharing your precious time with us. And of course, without all your presence, this won't be possible. Once again, thank you for making this event a grand success. And see you all in another interesting event. Until then, this is Kalavati signing off. Stay home, stay safe, and have a great evening. Thank you.